instantly a ban of Nightmare Superman from Curse.
It's about time.
It's about time. GS and Nightmare Superman. Do not give him that champ. Instant ban on Shazam from BrawL. It makes a lot of sense. And now, what's Curse's next ban going to be?
I think it has to be Gaslight Joker. They're going to have to ban Gaslight Joker and then make BrawL decide on who to ban. Yeah, see?
There you go.
And now this is going to lead Curse. I think BrawL's going to ban, Green Lantern.
You know what? BrawL wants Gascat, and they're pretty sure that Curse won't pick Gascat first.
No, and this is going to give BrawL Gascat.
Yeah, they're going to get Gascat, and their next pick, I wonder who it's going to be. It's definitely going to be Gascat. Oh, there's no Nightbat ban this game. This is one of the first games there was no Nightbat ban.
I don't think BrawL's going to go both Nightbat and Gascat, though.
I would actually really like to see Curse get Nightbat. If he's not picked. I think they need some more kill power for picks, and Nightbat, I mean, early on maybe not, but when it's level 6, I mean, he's going to get killed when he gets level 6. Oh, Dak's still thinking, okay. Oh, it looks like Nightbat. He is going Nightbat. Is he going to get Gascat as well? Joker.
So they're gonna, you know what? They're going to leave Gascat open for Curse because they weren't strong with it. So I don't think they're worried about it.
They're like, Gascat didn't do anything last game. Let's give it to Curse. And now Curse is thinking,
do we take Gasbat again?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if they take because they have Atomic Poison Ivy.
That really helps Gascat's ganks.
They have someone that can lock down that champion, that enemy, and prevent them from running away and escaping, and Gascat can get that kill.
Oh, but you're going Atomic Green Lantern, and Blue Freeze was just vicious with Atomic Green Lantern in the very first game. So, and they're going Green Arrow again. If they play solo Green Arrow mid with both an API and Atomic Green Lantern, their ganks on mid are going to be insane. I
hope that's what they do. Curse needs to go back to what won game 1 for them if they really want to, put up a fight here.
Oh no,
so they're going to take Sinestro away and force genre onto Star Sapphire.
Or because he can't get Green Lantern.
No.
And Star Sapphire outlanes Sinestro early, but when she's pushed so far forward, Atomic Green Lantern gets in there, or API, and they can really make the ganks happen. I really love how this game Curse, they're picking champions with kill power, and I think last game they just didn't have the ability to make those kills happen in early and mid game.
It'll be interesting to see if BrawL's going to take that Green Arrow away.
I think they're definitely going to take Gascat now.
Well, if they take so they have Gascat, Nightbat.
Yeah, well, one of them will be top, another one jungle.
Oh no, they're going to be taking Green Arrow.
I actually like that pick. With the marksman not locked in yet, I like Green Arrow as a pick. I actually would like to see Gascat as well. I would like to see Green Arrow and Gascat.
So no Enforcer, no Bruiser, nothing.
No, I mean you can build I would build Nightbat tanky.
Yep.
And just use him to initiate with the ultimate, but I would build him tanky.
Tanky with a lot of lifesteal.
Yep. And that's kind of the way. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Curse now.
They need more damage.
Yes, they do. They definitely do. They're going to get with their marksman, but there's no need to pick. Well, they picked 2 in a row. Superman can be damaging. I don't mind Superman. You can run him in a top lane. Superman's actually good to run against if he runs against Nightbat top lane. I actually like Superman because Nightbat won't really be able to get close to the drones. He'll have to poke with a Q because if he's close to the drones, the Superman combo of freeze and then Kryptonian Might, he can just trade really well against Nightbat.
So maybe we'll see Mecha, Wonder Woman, and Superman for the last 2 picks going out for Curse. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Superman. I think they're debating who they want in their top lane right now. They're saying, who do it? Superman, they've done the last 2 games. He didn't work out well against Gas Joker, but I feel like Superman didn't do terribly, so...
Maybe we'll see Gascat. Oh, Arcane Green Lantern going out.
Okay, so... Wait a minute.
Arcane Green Lantern in the jungle, perhaps. No, I'm sorry.
Wait.
We're going to see Nightbat?
Nightbat's going to jungle. Arcane Green Lantern is going to run top lane by himself.
No, Arcane Green Lantern's in the jungle.
You're right.
Yep.
I was trying to figure out. I'm like Arcane Green Lantern can't really go. Who are they going to put in the lane if Nightbat jungles?
Well, it's been a strong. I mean, it's actually been a pretty heavy favorite lately. seeing
Arcane Green Lantern.
Arcane Green Lantern in the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, wherever you put him, he's going to be. I mean, this is mean to say, but he's going to be ineffective in the early levels.
Yes,
if he's in lane or jungle, he's going to be ineffective in early levels. So, the question is, would you rather have your bottom lane get pushed around early game, or would you rather have a weaker start with your jungler? But
I would have a weak.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know, because you're going up against. You have Nightmare Batman.
I mean, if you think about mid-game composition, Arcane Green Lantern is the perfect pick. I mean,
yes.
you talked about they were missing someone tanky. He's tanky. That ultimate has long range. It keeps his teammates alive. He's a great controller, which they could use extra control. The one thing I'm worried about, though, is I'm actually worried about their kill power. I'm worried BrawL have the same problem that Curse had last game. Now, Nightbat has a lockdown, but they don't have that burst damage. There's no one on their team who has burst damage. I mean, Green Arrow, highest of a marksman, but he's still a marksman. They don't.
Yeah, Star Sapphire can throw down a lot of damage.
She can,
but not compared to Sinestro.
Yeah, no. Same thing with Joker, right? They're both kind of similar in that regard. I don't know. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. They don't really have. I can see. I can see BrawL's composition really working out incredibly strongly. If they just like Arcane Green Lantern, Joker, and Star Sapphire, just so much AoE controlling and just destroying Curse composition. But I can also see the BrawL getting picked apart. Picked apart by, you know, Ivy's roots, Blue Freeze's grabs. I think Blue Freeze is going to be a lot of pressure on him to just make those grabs happen.
Yeah.
He's got to get frisky with Atomic Green Lantern. Look, he's already getting that arm warmed up, doing some push-ups, stretching it out, flexing the fingers.
He's ready.
He's ready.
He's ready for some grabbing. He's ready to get frisky.
It's kind of got his arm around Atomic Ivy's head right now. Kind of smacking her in the head a little bit as they walk, but it's all friendly. It's all friendly. She's a pretty tough champion anyway.
Ooh, I'm gonna be interesting to see if.
Oh, Cripsy. Cripsy!
Oh, he's getting.
Oh, he rolled quick. Yeah. He's like, oh no.
No way that happening.
I mean, one grab, you'd have been dead, because then there would have been roots, and then he would have been dead.
I don't think Cripsy was expecting them to have all 5 bottom this time, especially as what happened game 1.
Yeah, game 1 they kind of caught him up more in the top zone.
Yeah.
A lot of counter cammering going on. Oh, there's another counter camera. Can they clear out all these cameras from BrawL? Now what you see is after they do this counter camera war, they all go back to base.
Yeah, because they need to refill their cameras.
Exactly. And then it's one thing to say, well, you're kind of wasting these early cameras because the other team can go back to base, place their new ones to clear yours. But then you have new ones to counter new ones. It's like it's all...
Yeah, we could spend an entire game just counter cammering.
Yeah, you really could. Just keep going back to base, refreshing them, and...
No kills ever being made.
Yep. I feel like Curse got the upper hand, though. By a little bit, I feel their vision's slightly nicer now. I mean, BrawL's going to come in and probably take out some of these when they get a chance. But at least for now, there's definitely a vision edge to Curse. So we're seeing Arcane Green Lantern start in the bottom. Man, this is such a slow, clear composition. I mean, this don't even killed the big guy, and these guys have already killed theirs and moved on. I mean...
The thing is, in the previous series where BrawL was playing Team C and they had Dak on Arcane Green Lantern in the jungle,
yeah,
he started in the top lane, but the problem was the opposing team took his farm away. They came in and countered him and it set him back so far. So
starting back here was definitely safer.
It was the safer bet for him. Yeah, he's going to have a slower clear time in the top lane, but now he's not worried about being counter jungled.
And that's really important. Although, actually, speaking of counter jungle, look at Blue Freeze. He's thinking about it.
He's looking to grab Star Sapphire. That's what he's thinking about.
Hey there, Star Sapphire. Oh, the grab misses, though. And that means Blue Freeze has been wasting time, and Dak's actually gone ahead of him in clear now. Right? I mean, this is an extra camp. Dak's now cleared 3 camps. Blue Freeze has only cleared 2.
Yeah, now Dak's moving on to the health spawn camp.
Yeah, so that was definitely a little bit of error by Blue Freeze. He was trying to get an early pick, and if you miss that early pick, you're just going to fall a little bit behind. Some nice harasser by Atomic Ivy, though. It's scary to lane against the Atomic Ivy, just because at any moment she can root you down and you can be in a lot of trouble.
But it's just as scary laning against Joker.
It's true. His poke.
And Green Arrow. The poke that they have is very scary.
It's like a difference. It's, you know, Green Arrow and Joker will just keep jabbing you in the face, whereas Atomic Ivy will kind of sit back and lull you into a sense of security, and all of a sudden you notice you're rooted and you're dead. It's a very different, you know, composition here on that bottom lane. One is all about trying to get that kill, another one's about just working the opponent's health down by continual harassment. Yeah. Khan's actually got this lane push, which is kind of surprising. I think Genre wants to be a little bit back, a little bit safer, knowing that they have the more defensive jungler versus Atomic Green Lantern. If Genre pushes that lane aggressively, he's going to get grabbed. But
the thing is, Genre needs to really zone out Khan fast. If Khan is able to get that farm and stay ahead of Genre, it's going to be a very tough matchup for that Star Sapphire.
Absolutely. In fact, Khan's already headed away because he didn't start with the Nil Ring. Genre's starting with Nil Ring to just farm easier. That means his Two-Faces coin gets started later. And so, yes, he has better stats early on in the game, but he's stacking that Two-Faces coin later. It also means his Logos will come later. It also means his Starheart will come later. And it's giving him a lane advantage in laning to slow down his mid-game build, but so far we haven't really seen that lane advantage kick into gear. We haven't seen him bossing around Khan that badly quite yet.
And I don't think we'll see him boss Khan around that much with the way he built. He went the ring first. Khan's already getting a lot of stacks.
And look at this. Genre's actually just missed 3 last hits in a row, and he's the one who got the recycle mod. If you're modding your Nil Ring for recycle, you better be getting the last hits, or else it's a totally wasted mod slot. Because that's the only reason you mod it, is to make those last hits easier.
Yes.
And look at that. Khan actually, I think, got every single last under turret there. He's farming incredibly well.
Yeah, now he's back ahead of Genre. I mean, it's only 50 credits, but still, he's ahead of Genre again.
And like we said, you don't want to have Sinestro start becoming ahead of Star Sapphire. She should be kind of pushing him around, at least at these stages. Well, it looks like we see Arcane Green Lantern hitting up here, but actually, Ease is getting the worst end of these trades. And actually, oh, the EMP drone, it's already regened. If you lure too far out, it starts to regenerate its life. They've got to work that down. You know, the clear time on Arcane Green Lantern is just so poor here. And there's a grab! But not enough follow-up damage. A nice little bit of a harass, but not enough follow-up damage. And they were able to get that top EMP. So that was a nice win for BrawL.
Yeah, BrawL being able to get that first EMP, now it really comes down to Curse trying to get this bottom EMP.
Yeah, Curse is trying to do to Genre what BrawL did to Khan last game, where they have 3 just converge on the mid lane and get the pick, but they were so uncoordinated. They all came at different times, and I mean, it was too uncoordinated to make that pick work. So we do see BrawL starting to eke ahead in credits as Curse is trying to make these ganks happen, and they just haven't happened quite yet. Oh, here's another attempted gank here. Blue Freeze hanging out. There's a camera there.
Yeah, they have the vision, though.
And BrawL might get both these EMPs, although there's a camera. They've got to be careful. Blue Freeze could teleport down there if he wanted to. No, it's just, I think this one might, it looks like it might go to BrawL. Here's Dak. And yeah, they're going to grab that.
So tier 2 EMP going to BrawL.
Things are really, I mean, they're not looking great for Curse. And you're not looking bad. No one's died or anything like that, but BrawL's been definitely taking advantage of some of these situations, and we gotta see Blue Freeze pull the grabs off that he was pulling off in that first game. He's got to make those grabs happen. If he's not able to get those kills, the team's gonna be in a little bit of trouble as the game goes on.
And not only that, but Satura really needs to kind of win this lane against
He does.
Ease has really put a lot of pressure on him these past 2 games, and he's already going back 1 level behind.
Yeah, and he's about 400 credits behind as well. I mean, winning lane against Ease is just not something, I feel like it's not just something you really do.
Yeah, I really don't think someone wants to lane against Ease. Ease is a very strong top lane champion.
Yeah, Ease is, I mean, I feel like he can pick any champion he wants and he wins the lane. It's just kind of his MO. He's like, okay, I'm just going to decide to win the lane.
Oh, yeah, I'm top lane? Yeah, sure. No problem. Don't worry, guys. I got this.
You know, we did see trying to remember who was it. It was Akiri on C. Shut Ease down really well with Aquaman.
Yes,
Just cool to see.
And the thing is, after shutting him down really well with Aquaman game 1, he did not play it again.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, it could have been because it was a specific counter to Gas Bat, or Gas Cat, excuse me. I don't know though. It was interesting to see him do so well with Aquaman, then not pick him again. Maybe it was just like a surprise champion. He's figured, okay, by now he's probably ready for Aquaman, and I should go with something else.
No, I wanted to keep seeing Aquaman in this Go4 Cup Finals.
Oh, that's a good trade by Superman there, actually. Getting some damage on Ease, but Ease, you know, he's got a lot of lifesteal with Atlantis Gambit. Basically, you have to keep him off the drone line, and you have to do that early and frequently, and it almost might be a little bit late. Actually, here he's going in. There's the ultimate, though. And that's a kill.
Wow. First blood going to Ease, and that is the worst person to give it to.
Yeah, I mean, and that wasn't, you know, a gank or anything. It was just straight one-on-one, and Ease is just... I mean, that's big for BrawL, the fact that Ease is just consistently dominating that lane. That is not what Curse wants to have happen. Well, more back and forth here. We've yet to see Blue Freeze really make that impact on the game that he wants to do. Taking a look at his artifact set, it is an early game mod set, right? He's already almost taking advantage of all those mods. He's already used that Marauder, Shield, Cosmic Belt will kick in once he gets that leveled up to tier 2. When you make an early mod set like that, oh, there's 2 ultimates, Meltdown and Speedy Bull, and that's gonna get a kill on these. That's what Curse needs. They have these ultimates and get kills. They need to use them.
Yeah, Curse really needs to step up. When they go down 1 kill, they need to spend the ultimates and get another one back. Now they shut down Ease, you know, trying to get him back for getting that first blood. He still has, what, 3,500 credits?
Oh, yeah.
1,000 credits more than Satura, and this is 10 minutes into the match.
I mean, at least that's what accounts for the credit difference. The other lanes are actually doing good for Curse, and that's like the good news for them. But they definitely need to keep shutting down Ease as much as possible. And you know, the thing with the ultimates, you know, the more you use them, the more you get out of them. You know, even if there's a risk of wasting. Actually, look at this. The grab on Dak, Fear Incarnate, again the ultimates. This is a kill part of the composition, and this is the power of it, and Curse is now finally playing to that power and making these picks happen.
And now Curse is spawning the Raider in the bottom lane.
Oh, it's a bold move, but I like it. I like bold moves. We see Fatal Uno trying to zone out the rest of the team. On top, though, Genre's coming down here. They've got to back away.
Yeah, Curse has to pull away, and this might set it up for BrawL to come back and take the ZP. Bonds of Love on Blue Freeze.
A lot of harass going down. Is BrawL going to get the Raider? Well, now Curse is coming back. Another teleport in from BrawL.
They have to, just to scare them away, and now that the Raider goes to BrawL.
Yeah. Curse had some nice picks, but maybe trying to start the Raider was a little bit preemptive. I mean, the problem is Blue Freeze took a lot of damage to the Raider, and so he was just forced out, and then there's only 3 of them left, and 3 of them couldn't really contest that. That was a nice little exchange here. Here comes actually another gank. Look at that, the Meltdown on Ease, followed by the grab. Arcane Creation Ultimate.
Black saves Ease's life there.
Wow, what a big play there. Curse again playing well, but well countered by BrawL. So this game is heating up. You know, I have to admit, in the first couple minutes, I was worried this would be just like game 2, and BrawL's gonna run away with it. But even though BrawL is ahead in credits right now, Curse has shown that they're willing, basically, to use their champions to the utmost and make those kills happen. Now Dax caught off guard. Here's another grab on him. Can he get out there? He teleports out.
Oh, Meltdown's gonna chain back to him though.
Oh, yes it will, and Superman gets the kill.
Finishes it.
Look at that. Now if they can get out of here, they gotta...
Predator on Satura.
I think he might be fine. He might be fine. Here's Khan.
Oh, the root. The Tempest gun of Genre.
The Tempest goes in. Now it's BrawL who overextend. Genre goes down. Cripsy's trying to pick up a kill with an ultimate. Can he get it? Oh, he does! What a sick move there by Cripsy. A great ultimate there to even things up. That was just beautiful.
Now, Superman.
Wow.
Yeah, Cripsy was very impressive. Picking off that kill on Satura, just when Satura was able to get that kill, and he needed those credits to come back in the top lane.
But GS gets, but you know, Curse is just taking over BrawL's jungle. and they're making these picks happen. All of a sudden, 5 kills to 2. Meanwhile, though, Ease is taking his top turret, so you gotta watch out. Ease will get out of control if you let him get out of control.
I think Ease is already starting to get out of control. He's level 9 already. Very impressive start.
There's no one even over 3,800 credits, and he's at 4,500. I mean, there's no one in the game who's close to him in credits right now.
Ease knows how to play top lane champions.
Yeah, that he does. So Turo's probably just gonna walk here and realize he's got to run immediately away, trying to harass a bit with some Frost Breath. But that was almost a mistake. It triggered his passive, and now for the next 25 seconds. Well, Ease is backing away, but next 25 seconds, he's more vulnerable to trades. He doesn't have that passive available. Well, things are slowed down a bit and are fairly evened up, but I think Curse needs to continue to make those big plays with their picks. They have so many champions we just saw in the last couple minutes, those big kill plays. And they've got to make more of those, because if they don't, if they just keep laning, a lot of their champions don't, they'll be outlaned a bit. Star Sapphire can push around Sinestro a bit. Tom Poison obviously gets poked out a bit, but you got to make those big kill plays with these champions, and that's where he catch back up. Yeah, no, Curse really needs to use this momentum, picking up 3 kills like that. I mean, yeah, they lost that Raider, and Ease was able to pick up that top lane turret. They just need to keep using this as momentum and go forward with it. I mean, we've talked about it last game. They need to spend the ultimates and secure those 2-on-1s, 3-on-1 kills. Yep, Superman has his ultimate up. Mecha Wonder Woman does. Everyone has their ultimate up now for Curse. This is when they need to make a play. They can't just sit back on lane. They have to spend those ultimates, and they have to find the right target. Looks like Fatal Uno might be coming up here. This could be a big move here. This could be a dead Star Sapphire very easily. Oh, I think that speed goes up. Oh, Bonds of Love, but the Parallax and the Superman hold by Satura. And yes, you use 2 ultimates there, but that's what they need. Yeah, you get a kill though. You get a kill. And now you back up on lane. Now the Star Sapphire's dead. Oh, and then bottom lane, it looks like they're gonna collapse on Cripsy here. Could Blue Freeze get the grab? And he does! What a big play. There's the meltdown. Arcade Grenade trying to keep Cripsy alive. Will it be enough? Deny the Black switching over to... I'm sorry, Meltdown switching over to Dak, though. That was almost a... That would have been a dead Cripsy if Dak didn't come in there and save in a big way. But now that sends Cripsy back, and Spa can just continue with this solo farming experience and just get ahead of Cripsy at this point. Yeah. He's already 800 credits behind. That's tough. I mean, that's a lot of it's the Atlanta scam that Cripsy started. It puts him in a nice spot. Yeah, this is, I mean, Curse is doing the moves they need to do. They need to just keep doing it. They need to keep making these 3-on-1s, 4-on-1 picks happen. Yeah, Curse really needs this Raider right now to get the credits back in their favor. Yeah, I think they're going to be apprehensive, though, because last time they tried to do the Raider, that's where things turned against them a bit. I mean, I agree. I think they want the Raider, but they might want to try to stall until Sinestro, Atomic Grenade, they all get their ultimates back up. But now that the top lane has been pushed very far, Ease is going to have no problem just roaming through. Oh, look at that got grabbed, though. And then the suppress, the Tom Poison Ivy stops him from teleporting back with the roots. Another great pick there. Those are the grabs Blue Freeze needs to make to basically make sure that Curse comes out on top here. And BrawL has got to stop giving Curse these picks, because every pick just puts Curse a little bit ahead here. Satura is... Ooh, that was a sick ultimate by Cripsy. Satura is pulling out of lane at this point. He really needs to just stay in the top lane and farm and catch back up to Ease. Ease is already 1,200 credits ahead of him. Yeah, it looks like he's going to take some of the jungle camps. I think he wants to keep the lane not super far push, which is fine. And Curse, are they going to look for another pick here? And it looks, I think BrawL is trying to bait them here. They pick off... And Nightbat ultimate. They pick off Spa, but... Uh-oh, Genre could be in trouble. There's a meltdown on Genre. Fatal Uno, a great initiation. There's the Superman ultimate. Oh, and GS, a great grab on GS. Blue Freeze, though, is in trouble. GS and Blue Freeze both go down, but it's 3-on-3 here now, and Curse has got to evacuate. The problem is they never forced Cripsy out of the fight, and his continual damage was just brutal. Is that enough that BrawL can now take this Raider? Yeah, I think BrawL's going to be able to take this Raider no problem, because all they have left
is Sinestro at 50% health.
And he has no Fear Incarnate. If he had Fear Incarnate, he could have turned around and killed Cripsy maybe, but without that ultimate.
That was very strong team fight in favor of BrawL there. I mean, they were able to secure 3 kills for the cost of 2 and pick up that Raider.
Yeah, it's you know, this game is basically like Curse getting a lot of small wins. A small one here, a small one here, a small one there. And then when it comes to something big, it's BrawL who comes out on top. And that's why BrawL's right now leading, you know, leading the scoreboards and credits. It's partly because when it comes to big team fights, they're coming out on top. And of course, it's also a lot of just ease. He's ease. he's just vicious.
6,700 credits at this point.
Once he finishes Lobos, the combination of putting Terminate on a target and then using Lobos to keep him slowed and near you, it's really hard to deal with a Nightbat who has that type of combo. Let's see, looks like they sent Genre up here. They're gonna try to set a trap up here for Superman. Superman does not want to be stuck there. Oh, actually, the trap could go onto Nightbat.
Oh, Blue Freeze needs to get that
juke
grab.
though. A great juke by Ease, but well.
Oh, deny the black going out. Are they gonna be able to take care of Ease first?
That deny the black might have been a mistake because it might have just put 2 in the death zone.
Oh, but dropping the Predator down.
Oh yeah, and the last laugh there by GS as well. Some big damage coming out, making it a 1-for-1 trade. Can Curse disengage successfully?
I think they can here. So it's gonna leave a 1-for-1 after that team fight.
They did shut down, or did they get a kill on Ease, which is always nice because he has a lot of. I mean, he's the guy you want to kill, right?
Yes.
Well, the question is though, can they? Okay, teleport's coming in here. There's the EMP.
Yeah, but Khan's back in the middle lane. Doesn't have Fear Incarnate up though.
Yeah,
BrawL
kind of
going down.
Uh-oh, this could be big. Here's Blue Freeze in on Genre. Oh, Genre's done for.
Oh, Khan just picking up kill after kill. 5-0 already. You know he has those stacks on his logos at this point.
Yeah, actually, Khan's the one to watch. He's slowly catching up to Ease and credits. And Sinestro, unlike Nightbat, who Nightbat can get a lot of kills early on, later on, Nightbat's damage doesn't scale that insanely in late game. He doesn't have an amazing natural steroid. He can attack a little faster, but he's not going to instantly tear apart a target like Gascat win at late game. So I'd be more worried about late game Sinestro than late game Nightbat, as long as he can stop that Nightbat ultimate anyway. And this could be, I mean, this game just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. I can't really, I mean, BrawL's ahead in credits, so you have to give them the advantage right now, but it's still anyone's game.
Yeah, no, Curse definitely has the advantage at this point, but the thing is, the credits are still in the favor of BrawL. Being up 11 to 6 kills right now, very impressive that BrawL is still able to stay in this, and I think partly of it is due to Ease.
Yeah, it's Ease dominating his lane and it's objective control. BrawL's got in both Raiders, and that's big. And I think they got a turret. Curse has not gotten any turret kills yet, so Curse has done better in picks. BrawL's done better in capitalizing on team fights to take objectives.
Ease is trying to sit out for a pick here. I think BrawL really knows that they need to play for picks.
Yeah, Ease has been spotted though, but they actually have an EMP and there's a lot of them here. But Curse is starting to come in. BrawL could risk overextending if they're not super careful here. Curse has all those ultimates except for Blue Freeze. Oh, there's the EMP! And here it goes. Failing with the ultimate though. Fear Incarnate on Genre, but no damage to follow it up. GS gets torn apart. He goes down. Can they keep following? I think BrawL overextended. Ease goes down. He's their strongest champion. Cripsy's in a lot of trouble there. Genre goes down too. They're gonna keep chasing. Oh, there's that
grab. 4 for 0, and this could be 5.
Oh, it's 5.
Team annihilation.
Wow, what an ace play there by Curse. A 5 for 0, and they're gonna grab a surveillance tower here. They're gonna grab the middle turret, and then they should probably back away after they kill this turret, else they could risk overextending.
Yeah. Curse is definitely backing out at this point, and they're able to take on that surveillance tower and the entire team annihilation.
Look at this.
That was just
camera
the whole
farm.
Counter camera.
Yeah, they were all having a war placing cameras against each other to try to get that vision advantage. Of course, the vision advantage is big because with people like Nightmare Batman who can kind of come in out of nowhere, you really want to see him coming. But now the credit difference has switched. It's Curse with a 1,000 credit lead. And, you know, I mean, the big play there was BrawL came in there, Fatal Uno popped his ultimate, popped that Omelet of Isis, and the whole team just ran in there. And with that ultimate, providing such a lack of vision, BrawL didn't know where to throw their abilities to kind of keep Curse at bay.
I wonder if Curse is going to try and still
this is a bold move by
this
BrawL.
Raider here.
Yeah, Curse is going to just go ahead and chase
but
him.
the roots go down on ease.
Oh, they're really focusing ease. They know he's one of the big threats here. Can they get him? You feeling the burn now?
Oh, and the grab on ease, that's going to secure that kill. Yup, and Frost Breath go down by Satura.
And meanwhile, I believe BrawL did get the Raider throughout that. So a kill for Raider is not bad, but actually can BrawL escape? Will Khan be in trouble here?
Needs to get out of there before he's killed.
Yeah, chasing Joker and Star Sapphire is risky because they can kite so well.
Oh, the grab is stopped by Mr. Punchy.
That was a big move for GS. That might have been a kill if the grab landed because Ivy was there to follow it up with roots. Yeah,
I think they would have been able to grab Dak if it wasn't for GS's Mr. Punchy there.
Yep. And Curse is very smartly back anyway. Khan has got to go back to base and restore his stuff. Maybe he'll clear wave up top first. And this game back then is right almost lickety split even again. It's back and forth, back and forth. This game is getting tense. I don't know, I think that Curse is starting to look stronger and stronger in these team fights. And I think BrawL has the same problem that Curse did last game, and then their composition doesn't have the kill power. When they want to take down a target, they're like, we gotta stop Khan or we gotta stop Spa because they're big damage dealers. They have a hard time doing it. Yeah, like Nightbat can jump on someone, but he can't instantly erase them. They have no one who can just erase someone off the map. And without that ability, you can jump on someone, then the rest of the team is pounding on you while you jump on them.
Oh, are they gonna be setting up a gank here on?
Oh, they see ease. They see ease, and here's more heading up here. Ease could be in a lot of trouble. There's the meltdown on him. Heat vision away. He's trying to run away.
The grab going down on ease.
Oh, he's done. I think he's done. There's a little bit of
Sinestro over the walls and for the saw blade to get the kill.
And you know,
7-0. Khan is invincible right now.
And that was so good because when you have 3 people participate in a kill, it basically stacks all these items like Crime Battle, Two Faces, Coin. It doesn't matter if you get a kill or assist, but the more people taking place in it, the more those items as a whole are being stacked by your team. And so anytime you get more people into those kills, it's much better. Uh-oh.
Crypsy trying to put as much damage down, and with the speed boost, I think he's going to get a kill on Spa here.
Oh, wow. Big moves by Crypsy, showcasing why you ban Green Arrow when you're playing against BrawL, because, I mean, Crypsy just is the boss of that bottom lane. But it's the EMP secured there by Curse, that top EMP taken. And with that kill Crypsy got, it kind of even things up. It's a square even game. Kills definitely favoring Curse. But credit-wise, it's even just because of the objective control from BrawL has just been superior.
No, I still feel like this game could go either way. We have 2 turrets down for Curse, 1 turret down for BrawL. And the thing is, 18 kills to 7 kills.
Look at this trap.
Uh-oh. Gets the root down, but just outside of the wall. The grab through the wall, though.
Oh, Crypsy's in a lot of trouble. He already rolled away. That's not cool.
Denied the black going out.
Oh, is that enough to save him? A great ultimate by Dak. That's going to be enough. I think Crypsy's safe. Yeah, second grab. Can't quite get him. That's a second time Crypsy has put himself in an overextended spot, and Dak's been there. He's like, no worry, man. I got your back.
Yeah, no, that was a very nice pull by Blue Freeze there, but it wasn't enough damage to secure the kill on Crypsy.
Yeah, but it did get the ultimate out of Dak, so it's, you know, next 2 minutes, next pick will be easier, right?
Yes.
And they didn't use any ultimates at all. Atomic Ivy used hers, sorry, to help kind of cover the team. Wow, Ease is just like, how about instead of dominating top lane, I dominate both top and middle at the same time? Yeah,
but Ease knows that everyone's looking for him at this point. I mean, he's 1 in 5. He's their primary target at this point.
Yeah, they've been focusing him. He's died a lot, but he still has, you know, he's the most credits of anyone in the game still. He's the one to go for, and he's a great split pusher. Here's a big engagement down here, though. Crypsy taking a lot of damage. Here's a Predator ultimate.
Oh, there goes Genre, just erased from the map.
That ultimate was not enough. Ooh, the grab misses Dak. Can he escape for now? Actually, Superman's circling around here. There could definitely be another pick here if BrawL's not careful.
This is where Curse really needs to focus on these turrets. I mean,
They
need to just spend the EMP and get the turret down.
Oh, they're looking for it right now.
There it goes.
Yeah, Cripsy thought about trying to focus it, immediately backed away, realizing their spot they're in. But actually, not enough drones, and Curse has to back away.
Very strong play by BrawL there, you know, throwing down the baby bomb, taking out that drone wave, it wasted Curse's EMP, and now they didn't even get the turret.
Yeah, so they got the pick on genre, but if you're not able to capitalize this, it's just a pick, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Did Ease overextend, though? No, he's going to get out there just fine. He got
able to take the turret.
Force a teleport, too.
Yeah, forced a teleport and got away without being killed. And now this is going to secure, since the teleport was just used, BrawL's going to be able to get another Raider.
They'll get it, but Dax low. They're all low on Will. This could be... Oh, the roots can... That was... If he didn't teleport, those roots hit him before... Actually, wait, look at this. Oh!
No, just out of range of Blue Freeze's grab.
That was really close. If those roots were like a quarter second faster, because once the roots hit our King Green Lantern, he actually can't teleport to his construct.
Yeah.
He's locked down. So that was almost a pick there. But as is, BrawL gets the Raider. They kind of are trying to get their advantage back, but this bomb turn's done. So I guess the fact that BrawL was forced to retreat was definitely good for Curse. They picked up a turret here, but Ease just continues to apply pressure everywhere.
Yeah, Ease is really making Curse cater to him and trying to focus on him and prevent Ease from taking out every turret left.
Yeah, he's just he's a devastating split pusher right now. He just continues to make that work for him.
Now, this is such a very impressive Game 3 for this Go4 Cup Finals here.
It is. I can't tell. Both teams seem to have their advantages. One thing I think that's definitely working in BrawL's favor right now is if we're looking at these artifacts, Cripsy has that Joe Chill's revolver built, and Spa hasn't started his yet. And yeah, Zeiss Goggles is nice, Coda Blade's nice, but there's nothing like a Joe Chill's.
No, Joe Chill's is an absolute staple for any marksman. You definitely need that, but the thing is, Spa's going to be... It's going to peak better because he's going to have the Joe Chills. He has the goggles, and he has the Frenzy mod.
He does, yeah. Spa definitely has a better late-game mod set than Cripsy, and a better late-game marksman. It scales better. So once he gets his Joe Chills, it'll swing back into his favor. But right now is when, you know, Cripsy definitely has the stronger marksman at the moment. It's like Curse was kind of forced back there, not wanting to push the issue around that turret. And Roving as a team now, it looks like, you know, one thing you can do, if you have 5 of you and there's none of the enemies, you can actually just face tank a turret and just crush it here. But
the thing is, BrawL is staying right with them.
Yeah, BrawL is on top of this. And Cripsy's already got the arrow charged up. Just barely missed getting hit by that ultimate.
Barely any damage was done to that turret.
It's low, but it's not going to be finished off anytime soon if BrawL has anything to say about it. More trades back and forth. A lot of poke here. And
oh, the grab on Ease.
Oh, and here's the Tamagami ultimate.
There goes the Predator.
The Predator is mixing it up, but Ease has gone down, so turret escapes. Fatal Una's going to go down, though. Cripsy's a lot of damage in the back. He's doing out so much, and actually, look at that. So turret goes down. Dak went down, so it's 2 for 2 right now. And this is going to remain at 2 for 2. A relatively even trade there as everyone threw out their ultimates. A bunch of dead bodies kind of lying in parallel formation there. And things are going to slow down.
Yeah, it was definitely a really good team fight. I mean, BrawL did not want to give up that top lane turret. I thought BrawL was going to continue that charge. I mean, all they had was Khan, who was low, Spa was low, and Blue Freeze as well.
Yeah.
They had the damage. They had Genre, Cripsy, as well as GS on Joker. I think BrawL would have been able to secure more kills if they continued to push.
You know what's hurting BrawL a bit there is BrawL doesn't have that Omelet of Isis. So when Curse realized they were a little bit too deep, Atomic Ivy used that Omelet of Isis. She ended up going down, but the rest of the team could back away very quickly. And without Ease, BrawL doesn't really have good chase. Right, their champions are slow. Basically, as soon as Ease is down, they can't really chase people. If Dak's right in on the crew, he can slow them down, but they really have no way to chase people down without that Omnivisis, and that's something that Dak has opted not to get this game. Which is, you know, it means Dak is stronger in a team fight. He's got more power damage, more will, because he's knocking Omnivisis, but it also means you're missing out on some of that team mobility and ability to either chase or disengage.
Yeah, they definitely need that. I mean, as you said, all they really have.
Ease could be in trouble here. Ease could be in a lot of trouble. I don't know how he's going to get out of this one. Yeah, there's Superman. Superman can slow him down. He's going to go invisible, but there's Fear Incarnate. And that's a nice pick. And now BrawL's saying, let's go get this Raider. They're all up top. They did use their ultimates getting Ease. Let's grab another Raider.
But they got 2 teleports that can come down.
Oh, that's a good point.
Sinestro and Sinestro and Blue Freeze both have their teleports available to come down and contest.
Oh, they are. Here they are. Here's 4. Oh, and they actually steal a Raider with the Tempest, and they're pursuing as well. Dak's in a world of trouble. He goes down.
We're going to see a grab here by Blue Freeze. Meltdown going. Oh, they picked up Cripsy. A
great grab there. Cripsy's done.
GS pops his contract.
Oh, Cripsy tries to get a kill. He gets a kill on Khan, but he's going to go down. GS goes down. Genre wants to try to avenge his teammate, but that was
4 for 1, and now they're going to push this bottom lane turret. They need an objective at this point.
And not only was it 4 for 1, but they stole the Raider as well.
Spot needs to get out of there.
That was close. But Genre chased, he would probably get killed by the team, so I don't mind seeing him back away.
The teleport!
Oh, what a move by Ease! Teleports cross map to pick up the kill. What a nice play there. Wow.
This just seems to be an all-team fight game. Curse is, no matter how many people they kill, they still are not able to get and close out a turret at this point.
Yeah, they can't. Every time they try, they're too hurt. They've used their skills. BrawL gets back up and teleports back in. And the game just continues to go back and forth. It's so hard to tell the way this one's going. I mean, I think that BrawL has... BrawL needs to find a way to get rid of Khan. Because any time that BrawL kind of gets locked down, it's so much of Curse's damage is in Khan. If BrawL can find a way to deal with Khan, they can come out on top. But Khan's damage output is just so ridiculous.
10 and 1 right now with 10 assists.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he had his low. He was 8-0 at one point, so he had some of the stacks and logos reset.
But he actually has it, so it stacks extra fast. He doesn't have the risky mod. He has a safe mod where even when he dies, he can restack that logos really, really fast and get right back in the action.
Yeah, and going the safe route, I think, was a lot better for Khan. I mean, he had trouble last game, and especially going against Star Sapphire, which Star Sapphire usually outranges anyone like Green Lantern or Sinestro.
Yeah.
Definitely played the smarter route.
And Genre actually went for the risky mod on the logos, where he can stack it further, but he loses 3/4 upon death, and it's slower to stack. And with as many times as Genre's just gotten ambushed and beat up, I can't help but think that might have been a mistake on Genre to go for that riskier logos mod. Well, looking at the way things are playing out, Spa is now actually, he just finished at Joe Chills. So Spa is now deadly. Yes, he's still behind in credits to Cripsy. He doesn't have the V9 implants or Atomic Axe that Cripsy's working on. But he's got insane crit potential. And when he activates Frenzy...
it's even more.
Yeah, and the passive of Mecha Wonder Woman makes her attack extra fast. The late game marksman is definitely going to favor Curse, but actually, poor Mecha Wonder Woman's off on her own right now.
I think we'll probably see Mecha Wonder Woman cast out...
Tempest to keep him at bay.
Yeah.
But the drones still aren't there yet, and actually all of Curse is heading down here. Mecha Wonder Woman's scared, and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna hide behind a turret, wait for the rest of my..."
I think she's trying to bait. If she's gonna just act and like pretend that she's running away.
I think BrawL realized that as well. They didn't want to walk into anything foolish. They know how easy it is if they get overextended. They can't get out. Yeah. Not with Atomic Green Lantern, not with the top Poison Ivy. They can't get out.
Oh no!
Blurfreeze just got wrecked there, and now that was a great initiation there by BrawL. Ease gets focused down quick, but Dak is there to save him.
Oh, he's jumping on Spa. Oh, the Tempest goes out. Picks up 2.
What a Tempest ultimate there. Spa with the big play, and now Curse can disengage and take an even trade. And I gotta tell you, when
Spa's really low, Satura's really low. Khan. Ooh.
it's a nice hit.
Cripsy, no damage went out on Cripsy there.
I mean, that was an even trade, but I think Curse is happy to even trade given how poorly that started for them. I mean, Blue Freeze just walked into the whole team, and he was annihilated before that fight even started.
Yeah, it wasn't a smart idea to face check that bush, especially at such, when they knew.
It's such an odd bush, though, for 5 people to hide in, right?
Oh, up and away going out.
Oh, big play from Soltura. Actually can't get quite the kill on
So much
Cheese.
damage going out by Cripsy on Satura there.
They've got to start focusing Cripsy. They've been focusing Ease first a lot, which, you know.
I mean, yeah, that's great. Ease has been shut down quite a bit. He's 2 and 8 already.
But yeah, and at this point, he's building. He's not nearly as damaging as Cripsy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's building Kryptonian War Armor. He's building Lobo Sane, which is life. He's building Sword of Beowulf, which is power armor, response shield. And when so much of their damage is in Sinestro, it's hard to burst through Ease fast. If you notice, they do kill him, but it takes them a while. Whereas
they really have to use quite a few ultimates to take
Yep.
out Ease at this point. They really should be focusing Cripsy first.
Cripsy and Genre, they've done a good job picking off Genre, but I think they've got to focus Cripsy a bit more because
Cripsy's coming away from team fights with no damage dealt to him.
yeah, and if you look at credits, look at the items. I mean, he's got the velocity implants and Joe Chills, and that makes him scary.
All right, it's good to see Curse getting these objectives, and Dax going down really quickly.
I kind of like how he went in deeper because he realized he was dead anyway and wanted to give his team time to back away.
Yeah. Now,
I mean, credits are like dead even again.
Blue Freeze lost a tier 2 EMP when he was killed in the bush there.
Oh, you're right. That was not what they wanted to have happen. I think Blue Freeze has realized that Cripsy's been killing him, and he's building out Suit of Sorrows. He's like, all right, this will keep easing Cripsy off my back at least. Well, it looks like, are they going to push in this? Tom McIvy's circling around behind. Trying to do some sneaky plays there. They're going in on this turret.
Yeah, BrawL needs
Oh,
to
look
get
at
out.
his con from an angle. Fear
Khan
Incarnate.
missing in Fear Incarnate.
They're just going to try to get this turret get out. Curse does not want to fight right now. They've got to get out without Fear Incarnate. Okay, Tempest is trying to push BrawL back. Blue Freeze goes down, though. GS. Oh, a great vanish over the wall to escape.
Cripsy's going to dive in and probably secure the kill on Satura here.
Can he get it? Oh, it looks like it. Yeah, with Ease there.
4 for 0 in favor of BrawL there.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing Curse got was a turret, and that's not worth 4, considering that.
Not when it's 40-second timer in a minute for Satura, 40 seconds for Khan. This could mean
This is a dampener.
down, at least.
At least a dampener. They might get 2 dampeners. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, no, I mean, they would have to go up and get a turret.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They haven't got any of the tier 2 turrets yet, but they could probably get a turret then.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they should back away now and go for a turret if they're smart.
Either that or just push right for those power core turrets.
That might be too bold. Because, I mean, 10 seconds, API's back up.
Yeah. So they're definitely going to take this tier 2
It's a
top
safer
lane.
play. It's a safer play. And then they're going to back away, grab some EMPs. Just play it safe. That was a disastrous team fight for Curse there. And as soon as the Fear Incarnate missed, I don't know why they kept chasing. They chased way past the turret and got greedy when they could have just, when BrawL backed away, focused the turret and got out of there. And they would have had, they would have extended their advantage to have a small advantage, and now they're without a doubt, they're behind now. I mean, it's still so close. It's still anyone's game, but it's looking rough for Curse, and Cripsy just got a lot of farming. I mean, he's approaching max build now.
Well, 14,000 credits.
Yeah. I mean, that would be max build on some champs, not a marksman, but
no.
If you're playing maybe like a controller, it might be max build.
Yeah, and because Spa is almost at 12,000 credits, and he still has 2 items to replace, and he needs to also get second tier of the Claymore.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
And I don't think he's finished Coda Blade either.
You're right, he has not. He just got it to get the attack bonus, and he's holding off on that last tier. He may even hold off on that forever until he buys other items. I mean, Cripsy hasn't yet finished Coda Blade either as well. It's kind of almost a standard way to treat Coda Blade.
So we got 1 dampener down for Curse. Like, for so long, Curse has had... Oh, no. Blue Freeze getting out. Overextending by Cripsy and Dak here.
He does escape, though. He's trying to bait them in.
There's not much debate. I mean,
Yeah.
you got spot pulling back. Satur's coming in.
Satura could ultimate in, but there's
They
four
don't
from...
realize. They don't have the vision in this bush, I don't think.
Oh man, you think they're gonna make the same mistake twice?
I really hope Blue Freeze doesn't.
That would be... And they gotta do something quick, because Easy's gonna keep split pushing. BrawL's gonna back away, saying, okay, if Easy's up there, we should just back away. And then we'll see what happens. And Curse, they have to send someone to stop Blue Freeze. Okay, they did. Or stop, sorry,
They're
stop
sending
Ease.
Blue Freeze to stop Ease.
Yeah, Ease Blue Freeze. It's can easily get him caught up. I think Curse would want a team fight now. I think Curse is happy to take the 4-4 without Ease in it.
Is Khan gonna get picked here? Is it 4 in that bush?
Oh, they've learned their lesson, and they're trying to get the pick on Ease. Can they get him? No, he's safe. He's gonna be back safe and sound. But they definitely want to clear out these guys before they get to those power core turrets. BrawL could probably grab the Raider right now without really much that Curse could do about it. But they're not going for that. They want the turret instead.
Yes.
Which, I mean, you're gonna get the turret. But could Curse collapse on them, I guess is the question. They're missing Ease, which is a big part. Curse having Khan and no Ease to counteract him a bit. This could go tricky for BrawL, but I think they realize that they're backing away. They're saying let's let Ease do his thing. Let him keep split pushing. And Curse is afraid of the Ease will teleport in or something, but now they're looking like they want it. Fatal Uno's going in. There's the right on Cripsy. That's what they want. Get Superman on Cripsy. Khan is trying to get in there. He's being zoned out. Ease teleport in. Khan gets eradicated.
I mean, Satura's gonna be going down here.
Yeah, BrawL had such a great situation there. Curse is falling apart. What was huge there?
3 for 0, and there's barely any damage done on BrawL.
I mean, Curse had one of the best initiations ever. I think they would have gotten a couple free picks if Blue Freeze just kept Ease from going back. Because, I mean, they had Cripsy covered by Superman. Khan was going to find an angle.
All they have left is Blue Freeze and Spot.
Yeah, I mean, this might be it. This might be it. That's one power core turret. Oh, no, not quite yet.
Cripsy's going to finish that one off, though.
Yeah, he is. Blue Freeze is trying to do a good defense. Cripsy's trying to get focused now. Blue Freeze goes down. A great ultimate by Dak to keep him alive. The last power core turret's under fire now. Spah's back, though. Can Spah save this? He's going to try.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, this is too much.
Game 3 is going to go to BrawL. What a turnaround there.
Wow. Amazing play by BrawL there. The fact that Ease was able to juke Blue Freeze to teleport into that team fight in the end, such a huge play. That was an amazing play because if it wasn't for that, the rest of the team might have collapsed because Khan could have just come in there and swept the team. But Ease got back in there, got the ultimate on Khan, shut him down. And without Khan, there's no damage output because Khan is the damage output of Team Curse, at least the way their comp is built.
Khan was the damage for